Hey everyone, welcome back to Ormsby Farm. My name is Casey. So me and Sparkle Farts, Destiny, are gonna walk around the homestead. I haven't really walked around the homestead with y'all in a video in a while, so I thought we would take a little walk, show you what has been done, what is still going to be done, and so yeah, that's gonna be it. If that interests you, stick around.
I'm coming home.
Alrighty, so we're in kind of the back area of the property, and Destiny is on a leash because she has not been listening well today. So she may get to run in the orchard, but her listening skills have been lacking. So here behind me on this area is where I'll be tilling up for pumpkin patch. I won't need to put that in really or start that. Pumpkin patch maybe till July. I think July is when I have it written down that I'm going to put it in. And then of course this is the back area where floods. And then beyond this fence right here, right behind the greenhouse where the pile of stuff is, let me see if I can move you all over, okay, is where Mom's homestead will go. Once we get that cleared, there's a pile of fill dirt that was just left there. We'll get that spread out. And then she'll be able to start looking at her tiny homes. But until then, she'll be in the camper where I am while construction's happening. So we're gonna move on. Come on, Des, let's go this way, come on. So now we're walking back over to the chicken coop and the garden area. Come on. There's a lot of what they call these like little lean-tos that were built because the woman that owned the property before did have a lot of tractors. So this one, even though it doesn't look like a lot has been done, we've cleaned out a lot of it. And we're calling this our Recreational Center. So we're gonna have like a 16 person table and like outdoor games over here, like bocce ball, cornhole, that kind of stuff. And yes, there is still the trailer on that, but that is being taken shortly. There's just, if you saw in a previous video, this is the garden that me and Sis Tara cleaned up. I have T-posts in the middle just showing where we put the fertilizer and the chicken manure, so that when I till it, I can know where the garden is, because there is some water pipe that runs like right down the middle, which I couldn't quite understand why she put it there, but she did. And I'm gonna have to fix this because she obviously had that cut and it was wide open, probably to put the tractor in. But I'm gonna watch too because there's so many ant piles and Destiny loves just walking right through them. Okay, come on, let's go in here. Listening skills are not at 100 today. If y'all remember, we put, I mowed this, but it's back up. So I'm gonna have to probably mow again and then start tilling ASAP. But it's an 18 by 56 foot garden. I will be doing woven ground fabric for it. What you see, yes? You smell chicken poop? Come on. And tilling that and getting all the stuff in, probably early May is when I'm gonna put the garden in. And of course she's walking right through it. Was this the best idea to bring her, y'all? Let me know in the comment section. Cause she's a little spoiled and her, Dest. And so I'll get that tilled and everything planted in around May, early May. All right, now we've moved on into the orchard. Behind me, besides Des, is the Grape Vines. It's white seedless, muscadine, and I can't remember the other one. But there's 3 varieties. Come on, Des. And this whole area, once we get the riding mower, needs a lot of TLC. I don't really show y'all this area. This is over there beyond that fence. That was another one of her holding areas that she had her animals, but it is very, very poorly done. So basically what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to gut the top of it, clear out the inside, and kind of start over, but keeping the base of the chicken coop together. Because there is a chicken coop in there. I don't know if you can see that. It's a large area, and sadly enough, when we had walked in there, I guess she had left a chicken there, and it was just feather and bones. After she moved out before we moved in, which was kind of like 2 months. It was very sad. Like, I don't want to say she's an evil woman, but... So we're still walking in the orchard area. This area, I was thinking at first... Come on, poo-poo. I was thinking at first for the watermelon patch, but I don't know how much sun it gets in this area because there's a lot of trees that don't have leaves yet. So I don't really know where the sunlight is going to hit for those. And we're walking back over this area, which in the orchard has most of the plum trees and the burn station. The burn station looks disgusting right now, and that needs to be cleaned. But we have just had 90 billion other things to clean up. So, but that is the burn station. It's really gross. There's like water and disgustingness down there. Come on. You're not going in there. And this right here, see if she's actually left labels on to see what it is. Oh, these are all the plum trees behind me. I think there's 6, and there's 3 smaller ones. Come on. And as we're walking forward more, I don't know if you can see that greenhouse and that frame. I'm trying to give away. So if you're close in the area and you want it, come and get it. Literally, if you can take it apart and haul it off, it is all yours. That's our well house, and it needs a little TLC because it's looking a little shabby, and I don't want nothing on my place looking shabby. But in this area, we notice it does get good sun because I'm being blinded right now. So this is where I'm going to till a little bit up, and I'm going to have my bushes. So I'll have some strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, blackberry over in this area, and that's for us as a family, but also to sell as jams. So walking back around, we're going to be passing a fig tree. Well, I think that's 2 right there. There's 5 of them on the property. Yeah? And we're walking this way, and I'm just going to let Destiny run a little bit that right there. But behind me is where I think it's probably 60, 70 feet that we're going to have watermelon and cantaloupe. And it's on a hill. So I know that's good. So again, this will be another place to till up. We talked today that, you know, we've got to get the tiller started and going because we have a lot to do before the season. And right here to the right, I'm going to turn a little bit. These 2 little trees, they're persimmon trees. And then some more bushes. And there's this one tree that's right there that is actually coming down. Me and brother Chris are going to cut it so that I can plant a start for apple and crabapple. The tree is pretty much useless. It's for birds, and I don't want birds in my orchard. It's called the Trash Tree by Texans, I read. But here's our cherry tree. And then on the other side of that are my 2 peach trees, which are kind of young. Switch hands here. But the lady that owned it before, I almost said her name. The lady that owned it before did say that it produced this year. So it must be at least 5 or 6 years, which is good because the more producing fruit I have, the better. You know what I'm saying? So let's head back up and walk over to the chicken coop. Come on, Des. Come on. I need to kind of figure out where to put in another gate because it is kind of like a little mazy of like where the gates start and where to get out. So we've gotten lost a couple times. Not in the ant pile. Come on. Okay, so now walking over here, we're going to the chicken coop, which y'all saw in another video. Turn around. I'm still going to do a little bit more cleaning in here. A lot of the barrels that she had left, I'm gonna probably spray some of them. I probably won't keep all of them because they're really, really gross and have like crusty food in it. And I want to be a good pet owner. So I'm gonna clean that out a little bit more, spread some diatomaceous earth. My friend Monica over at Bland's Promised Land talked about that. And then my friend Lisa at Yogi Hollow talked about spraying it down with vinegar, which I'm gonna do again. I've already did it once, but we'll walk in a little bit just to see. Now, Des, you can't go in all the way, girl, because when there's chickens here, you're not gonna be scaring them chickens. It's a lot cleared. And then on this side, I want turkeys. Whether I'll do turkeys this first year, I don't know. But that will be the turkey side. This will be the chicken side. One thing that when Brother Chris and Sis Tara come back, we're going to do a walk around and inspect all of the steel at the bottom. Now, if you see over there, we have to move those panelings down before turkeys can go in there. So, yes. There was a lot of feeding. No, Des, don't go into the trash. There was a lot of feeding stuff that was left, which is good. And yeah, when I say lots of bricks and concrete blocks, it's crazy because, you know, that's how I'm building my beds. And Brother Chris is building us a fire pit and a outdoor brick fireplace. Des, are you ready for chickens? Okay. Can't have this video be 40 minutes because you want to smell. I'm trying to give you a little camera time here, girlfriend. That's all the fencing that we took down from the garden. A lot of it I'm putting in the garden back on T-post so that the tomatoes and everything can vine up it. I saw it on Living Tradition Homestead. They did that. So I was like, okay, I'll do that this year. And then some other pieces, there are some broken fencing that needs to be repaired. So it's a good thing that I saved that so that I can kind of cut and repair that fencing. But we're walking back over to where Mom's homestead is going to be. There's another lean-to. Now there's still like 2 areas that I have to find on the homestead, and we have plenty of land, so I'm not worried about not finding it. But it's an area where we're gonna plant our corn this year and a permanent spot for my asparagus. And I gotta find those so I can lay down some of the woven fabric to suppress the weeds. And go ahead and get it going. But first, we're gonna stop into the greenhouse. Come on, Des. Come on. So now we're back into the greenhouse. On a separate video, you saw that I built the raised bed for our lettuce. In another video, you saw that our potatoes and our garlic and onions are in the ground. See, there's more brick. I'm pulling all that up for Brother Chris's stove. I have some baby plants here. Yeah, I finally learned how to work the fans, and it actually feels really nice in here. I am gonna have to redo some of the straps on the woven, on the, I guess the screen cover. I can't remember what it's called. But I saw there's some holes in the plastic. I'm hoping it lasts at least for a couple garden seasons before I have to put out a bunch of money to have it replasticed. Or I could just patch it up. I may do that too. So we're gonna walk back around to the front, which I think is where I'm gonna start putting some of my herbs. In another video, you saw that I had a hugelkultur round kind of tub looking thing that I kept my herbs in, the cilantro and the dill. But I do have basil and I do have thyme and lemon balm that's got to go somewhere. And oh yeah, there's more bricks. But over the weekend, I kind of trimmed this whole area. I've got to get a weed whacker and whack down some stuff as we're passing the propane tank in the trash can. How glamorous, Casey. And y'all have asked about baby. She's in there good. She's just sleeping. This is the gate for the front porch. There's the front porch. Alrighty, y'all. So that was the walk around. I'm not going to show too much of in the house until it's done, and then I'm going to do a full video on it. But if you're enjoying these videos from our channel, make sure to like and subscribe. And go ahead and hit that bell icon so you know that anytime that new content drops to our channel. Follow us on social media at Instagram and Facebook at Ormsby Farms. And until next video, thanks for stopping by with me and Dust. Be blessed.
I'm coming home.